Welcome to the ChatGPT podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Each episode, we dive into the latest developments in the exciting field of artificial intelligence, exploring its applications and potential impacts on our daily lives. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Shopify for podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Shopify for Podcast app, or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. If you've been following the podcast for a while, you'll know that over the last 6 months, I've been working on a stealth AI startup. Of the hundreds of projects I've covered, this is the one that I believe has the greatest potential. So today I'm excited to announce AI Box. AI Box is a no-code AI app building platform paired with the App Store for AI that lets you monetize your AI tools. The platform lets you build apps by linking together AI models like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and 11 Labs. Eventually will integrate with software like Gmail, Trello, and Salesforce, so you can use AI to automate every function in your organization. To get notified when we launch and be one of the first to build on the platform, you can join the waitlist at aibox.ai. The link is in the show notes. We are currently raising a seed round of funding. If you're an investor that is focused on disruptive tech, I'd love to tell you more about the platform. You can reach out to me at jaden@aibox.ai. I'll leave that email in the show notes. Today on the podcast, I want to talk about some really cool new product features that are coming into AI. And the reason I think these are important, number one, in their respective industries, but also in the overall market at large with software and SaaS. So the first thing that I think is really cool is the fact that Shopify has just announced some new AI features that I think are very, very interesting. It was a tweet by Toby Lutke, who is, the CEO and co-founder and founder of Shopify. Really awesome entrepreneur, really awesome guy. And essentially what they have released is a new quote-unquote AI sidekick. It's called AI Sidekick. And essentially this thing is on the side of your Shopify store, and it helps you to do things with your Shopify store to build it out. Now, a lot of different a lot of integrations I've seen are people like adding these little chatbots that can help answer questions about things. But I think where the real power comes in is when the chatbot or sidekick or whatever you want to call it on these softwares actually can implement the changes you ask for in real time. So beyond just saying like, how do you do X, Y, and Z, and then it gives you like some sort of explainer, I think that's relatively useless. I think what's really useful is when you can tell it, in their example, they had it say, remove the snowboards and make my store look like a surf shop. And then it said, sure thing, let's update your theme to feel more like a surf shop. It updated the whole theme to feel more like a surf shop because of, seasonal changes or whatever. And it actually was making changes to the Shopify store live. Now, it has a couple other really interesting integrations that I saw and a couple other interesting use cases. But one of those was the fact that it said, the person running the store said, I've had a drop in sales from March till now. Why? And it's like a snowboard store. And it said the dip in sales is probably due to minimal snow. These are summer months in many reasons, so it's natural for sales to decline. It then pulled up a report of the overall sales showing the decline. Then the owner of the store said, put everything on sale. It said, all right, let's get that sale started. It then pulls up a card which says, summer sale, automatic discount, 10% off all products, and you can preview that and apply it if you'd like. It then said, add my new surf collection to the homepage, at which point it was able to add a surf collection to the homepage. And then, of course, they later on made the whole theme of the store look like a surf shop instead. And then it said, write new content for my hero banner focused on selling surfboards. It's able to do that. It made a banner that said, ride the waves in style, has like this little wave and someone surfing. So it's like essentially over the course of a few messages on a chatbot, you're able to figure out what's wrong with your store, completely change your direction with it, change all the content on there. It's pulling up all of these different pictures of wetsuits and surfboards and all that kind of stuff. And so you can kind of change the direction of your store live with this new sidekick from Shopify. So overall, I think that's a really, really cool use case, a powerful use case of AI integrating into a software where it's not just chatting with you and talking to you, but it's actually being able to implement what you're requesting. So I think kudos to Shopify, really great feature. The other really cool tool that I wanted to talk about today is the fact that Google's new Notes app has just launched. And previously this was called Google Tailwind. They've changed the name to Notebook LM. And this new tool is from Google. It is a new note-taking app that is trained on your documents. So Google's AI-backed note-taking tool just launched in a select number of, essentially a select number of US users are being able to test this out and try it out right now. But essentially Google is trying to give users their own personal AI trained on their data and notes, which I think is really, really interesting, right? If it knows every work report you've written, every school report you've written, every, kind of those documents and things that you're working on. So it's able to give you your own AI. And I think this is really smart. I think this is a big play from Google. Of course, ChatGPT right now is the biggest chatbot that people are using to kind of answer questions and help them get stuff done. But I think Google has an advantage here in the sense that they own all of your emails on Gmail, or a large majority of the world's, and all of your documents that are free that you uploaded. They have all of that data on you. So if you wanted, if they wanted to make Google Bard more powerful than ChatGPT, they can actually make it right in your tone and your style based off of all your historical writings from emails to documents. So I think this is an absolutely critical play that almost no one else has the same capability because no one else has the same access to your data. And so if ChatGPT wanted to copy this feature, it would be very, very hard for them to do that without, obviously getting access to large amounts of your data. In addition to this, I think there's features that include automatic summarization of large documents and the conversion of video outlines into scripts. They have citations integrated, which is so interesting. You could probably ask it like a question about something in one of your documents, and when it pulls up all the information from your documents, it'll have citations. Google does acknowledge that the model might currently produce incorrect results, so that is definitely possible. But if you're interested in this new Notebook LM, they have a waitlist that's accessible on Google Labs, so you can jump on that. I think this is really powerful from Google, regardless of what the technology can do. Like at this very moment, if it's a full-fledged Google Bard integration, taking over ChatGPT, inevitably it will get there. Like you just kind of have to look at the direction of these AI tools, and you can see that Google's going to be able to make some powerful changes in the future.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Today's episode is brought to you by Self-Pause, which is an AI life coach that I absolutely love. Self-Pause allows you to go and have a conversation around anything that you're trying to achieve. It helps you set goals. It helps you build positive habits, eliminate limiting beliefs. It's essentially just your personal coach for anything that you're trying to focus on in life. The best AI life coach. You need to check them out. Go download the app. This is something that seriously can change your mindset, and I am a massive believer in mindset. I know that if you change your mindset, you can accomplish anything you want to. So go download the Self-Pause app today, iOS and Android. This is something you absolutely need to get. You've been listening to the ChatGPT podcast. Make sure to rate us wherever you listen to your podcasts, and have a fantastic week.